some of the people that we had the greatest hopes in truth, they just fell off and quit going. It's like, you go to them, I'm not interested, don't come talk to me, I'm not. And you think, what did I do wrong? And I went back and looked at the parable and I thought, well, Jesus didn't say everybody's going to stoop. I'm going to give it my best. That's what we're all supposed to do as Christians. But sometimes that won't be because of the soil, not necessarily the seed or the person's soul. Okay. Verse 22, now he who received the seed among the thorns is he who hears the word, and the cares of the world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word and becomes unfruitful. I want you to notice here that it doesn't say that he died. The plant didn't die. It just didn't fruitful. When we look around sometimes and we see some people that are stagnant, and they've been around a long time, but something's going on in their heart that isn't allowing the real seed to produce. Something's happening out there in the world. Pressures, cares of the world, and any number of things, and not just one a lot of times, but multitudes of things can affect us. It sounds like a little bit of a warning for us ourselves in recognizing that can happen to anybody. Also an exhortation for those that are working within the church and striving to help other people to understand we've got some weeding to do for all of us once in a while, in our personal lives and helping other people. A good soil is possible because it talks about that here. Verse 23, now, he who received the seed on the good ground is he who hears the word, understands it, and he who indeed bears fruit and produces. And then again he mentions 100-fold, 60-fold, and 30-fold. Not all Christians are alike. Even the faithful ones, and Jesus doesn't rejoice over, and some of them really got the best. They're the most spiritual people. They got 100. He didn't say that. He just said there's a variety of different products that come out of us. Maybe you know some people who really produce 100-fold. I've met a few in my life, and I think, man, if I could just, I admire it, I shoot for it, and I'll, let it go where the Lord guides it. But we're all different. But the product of the whole thing is here is we strive as Christians to be the kind of soil that produces. And there's an exhortation you see involved in all of this. Now, there's two ways of looking at this again. Number one, you think about you as a piece of soil and where you're at and what you can do in helping the seed to produce better. As you know, we got some people in here that are really great at growing things. I'm not one of those good ones. I get out there and get the soil going, and I'm not the great farmer. Okay, I start things going, plant seeds, water it, go at it, and then I've got other things to do. And weeks later I'm coming back and I've got these wimpy plants, and oh yeah, I'm supposed to water that and I'll do that some more, but I've got other things happening. But we all understand that in individuals' lives, where things really matter the most, and not putting down the farming qualities of some that do a great job, but just that we've got to keep weeding and keep watering and keep encouraging and keep motivating and keep whatever we can do, because Satan is going to do all that he can to mess our soil up. The persecutions, the struggles, and everything else out there. And it's our job as Christian farmers, we can say, to help our land stay straight. I'm going to work on me, and I'm going to try to help some other people too. I'm responsible for my land, my soul, my heart, in other words. And I also share as a Christian, not as a preacher, just all of us as Christians, sharing, trying to make sure we help each other in this process, because as we look at the second part here, any one of us can have struggles. And so we work on that. And it's a recognition also in the whole process of the time that we're not going to always hit it 100%. And so when you're striving, like the apostles were doing, to make things happen, and nothing happens, or it happens for a while and then it falls in, it's like, could be that it's nothing about you, but it's more about just where their heart is that time. Don't write them off. But just recognize, as we all are, there are times that our heart's softer and times where it's harder. And so we keep on working with those things. What a great message that Jesus has on this idea here. It comes down to asking ourselves, I guess, from time to time, is how's your heart? As we look at this very basic message and the simple idea here that we need to keep working. When we stop, if we're still living, we get stagnant, dried up. And the only time really to stop is when the harvest comes and our Lord returns, or when the Lord calls us home. And then we go to our reward and hope that things that we've done and done well by our living examples and by our teaching, those things continue on. And they do. Just like we keep on planting seeds that was from one crop to another crop and another crop. And we are all, in this auditorium tonight, product of somebody planting some time ago. Is that right? Be it your family, friends, or whoever. Nurture that growth. And just throw one more thing in here because of another parable. All of that stuff takes time. You can't force growth. It won't happen. It just takes time. The Lord is gracious. He's kind. He's giving us the strength. And with that, we just do what we can do. May the Lord bless you as you think about these things. And tonight, if there's somebody that's just struggling, needs some help, maybe some encouragement along the way, we're here to help you. And if you need to get your life right with God because you've done some things that aren't right publicly, especially want to help you with that. If you've got a need, you need to become a Christian, respond in baptism to that, we're here to help you with that. We're going to sing a song. We encourage you to come down front, which if you need to, while we stand and sing.